I'm wrapping up this letter that I wrote you. Maybe it's the only way to go through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Evening, evening, evening. I hope everybody is well today. I hope you're all well. I wanted to do a earlier show because there's so many people that are online right now tonight, and basically I won't be able to get to speak to any of you. So I wanted to do a show early. There's a couple of other content creators that seem to be doing shows the same time as me, even though they clearly know that I'm doing my shows at 9:00, but it is what it is. Hope you're all well. Hope you are all well. Loads and loads of stuff to go through today, and you'll be happy to know that my tooth is all sorted after an hour in the dentist getting the most ridiculous amount of injections and having to get an old filling removed, which is 25 years old, and to get a new one put in, which was insanely difficult. But we're all done and everything's on the mend. I just can't really eat anything on this side for a couple of days. Anyway, it's the PFA Awards today, which is going to be cool because we've got lots of players that are going to be there. We've got the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, Ryan Gravenberch is there, Alexis McAllister's there, also Kirkes is there as well because he was up for a PFA award as well. So that's an interesting one. So we'll find out who wins the PFA Player of the Year award tonight, which will be good. We think we know who it is, but you never know. You never know. Phil Foden won it once, remember? So, but I think it's going to be him. But there you go. Got loads and loads of stuff to talk to you about. Obviously, wanted to do a little bit of a look at Ekitike, how he's performed. Also comparisons to Alexander Isak, because there's a lot of people that are saying, do we actually need him? I still think we do, 100%. I've also got an update on him. I've also got an update on Guehi. I also wanted to thank Match Bingo for sponsoring the show today. You can use the QR code on the screen, or you can use the link in my description to download the app. It's available on iPhone and Android. At the moment, it's £2 for a bingo card. You can purchase 5 of them and get one free. So you can purchase 4 and get one free. And obviously, we've got a number of games that are coming up, which I will actually quickly show you. Some of the games that are coming up. So some of the games that are coming up is West Ham tonight. West Ham tonight. West Ham versus Chelsea. That's on Friday night at 8:00. The current pot is 250. There are 11 people that are playing that right now. And then obviously you've got other games that are at the weekends, but that's the main one, which is on Friday. So get your bingo card for that. If you haven't downloaded the app, use the QR code. And if you want to find out more, open up the link that's on my description, and you can find out more about Match Bingo. But I just wanted to thank Match Bingo for sponsoring the show today. Cool. Right. Over 50 of you in here. Hit the like and subscribe nice and early, please. And if anyone wants to drop any memberships, do it right now so I remember. Because if you do it later on, I'll quite possibly forget because we've got loads of stuff to go over. So do that. The song is by Calvin Harris and it's Blessings, and it's a remix by someone called CHR. Okay. It's on SoundCloud. Okay. Also, big up Lars. Big up Lars from Copenhagen. Hope you're well. Also, hope you're well, James. Hope you're well, Eric. Ottoman. Liverpool goals. Polo. Josh. Big up Josh. Big up Urim. Big up AA. Big up Bernard. Big up Hayich. Big up Mr. Sky Blue. Who else we got? Christian. And that is all. Oh, Luke. Luke's just arrived. Shankly Reds. 6 times. Love that. Kev. Tony. That's all we got right now. If you're joining, get involved in the chat to each other. Let me know you arrived. If you're a new subscriber, please let me know you're a new subscriber. Man like Jav, big up. Big up Reese as well. Yeah, so also big up Aisha. Okay, start to fill up nicely, and Mayo as well. Good. And John. John W. Henry's in the house. We best behave. YNWA. Bugger Boy. Filling up nicely. Okay, let's get into the show. Right, what has happened? What has happened over the last 24 hours? Well, interesting news is this. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So this dropped from Dave O.C. Cobb. Liverpool are hoping to secure the signature of Mark Guehi as early as this week. Oop, that's just crashed. Let me do that again. Cool. Liverpool. Okay. Liverpool are hoping to secure the signature of Mark Guehi as early as this week. Liverpool initially hoping to pay around 30 million, but a fee of closer to 40 million total is expected with add-ons. That deal will happen this week. Okay? Big up Zia. Big up Albert. Hope you're well, Albert. It's been a while, mate. It's been a while. Yeah, this deal will happen this week. I think it's a fantastic deal. It's a really interesting one because there's been a lot of talk about Arne Slot being asked about his defence, and rightly so. Like we conceded 2 goals at the weekend, on Friday, and at the end of the day, we also conceded 2 goals. And we also conceded 2 goals, one goal at the Carabao Cup. Keep on calling it Carabao Cup at the Community Shield. So there's a lot of talk about that. So from David Ornstein, if Mark Guehi departs Crystal Palace this summer, he only has eyes for Liverpool. The Reds believe they already have 4 top-level centre-backs and unlikely to pursue alternatives if they miss out on the 25-year-old. So if we don't get Guehi, we don't go for anyone. That's kind of how it is right now, according to David Ornstein. But there's a lot of rumours saying that this deal will get done this week. So you have to ask the question, is there going to be anyone out of the team who leaves? Because the Reds believe they already have 4 top-level centre-backs. So it's 1 in, 1 out. If you ask me that question, it's 1 in, 1 out. I feel it's 1 in, 1 out. If Arne Slot is saying he has 4 top-level centre-backs, well, guess what? Mark Guehi will be a top-level centre-back if he comes in. So is it 1 in, 1 out? Why would we need 5? And Liverpool are advancing on a deal to sign Mark Guehi from Palace. Both clubs have been in talks for a few weeks, and LFC are confident of closing the deal. This is going all the way to be closed this week. So the question is it Guehi in, somebody out? And that's the question. And this makes me laugh because Newcastle have pissed me off so much recently, like beyond pissed me off recently. And Mark Guehi rejected them as well. How many people have rejected Newcastle for Liverpool? And there was offers made in the last 48 hours, and he's rejected both Newcastle and Spurs. Look, I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it. I do feel like Guehi has been told. Look, you're coming to Liverpool, you're going to be a starter. And that's the question, John. Big John said it. They must have had a confirmation from Ibu that he's not going to sign a new deal. They must have had a confirmation from Ibu. I'm not signing a new deal. Because if he's not signing a new deal, then we're selling him. We're selling him on. Like, we're not going to wait around. We're not going to go through the drama of last season where we have players, will he or won't he, all the way through the season. Will he or won't he? Oh, look. He doesn't look like he's putting any effort in. We're already doing it now. We are already doing it now. There is already an element of, you look at Ibrahim Konate and you look at him and you see, is he thinking about Madrid? Is he putting enough effort in? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? Like, we can't be having that doubt all season about one of our main central defenders because there's a cloud hanging over him because he hasn't signed a new contract. And I have to be brutally honest. I'm looking at Ibu and I'm seeing a player that's head isn't with it. His head's not in the game. His head isn't with Liverpool. It doesn't look like he wants to go the hard yards. He's let us down so far this season. And that's the problem. That is the problem. We can't be having the best transfer window in our history. Like, we can't have the best transfer window in our history. And for me, the best transfer window in Premier League history. And then to sit there and watch the games and question whether Ibrahim Konate's staying or going, whether his mind's with it, whether he's concentrating on Madrid, whether he pulls out of a 50-50 tackle. We can't have that overshadow all of the good. And that's why I think the decision needs to be made. The decision just needs to be taken out of our hands. It needs to be taken out of his hands. It's like, look, Ibu, you've been a great servant for us, but Mark Way, he's coming in and he's taking your place, and we're going to sell you because you haven't decided that you want to stay or go. And the problem is, you haven't even told us that you want to go yet. And you're doing exactly the same things that Trent did, where you haven't said whether you're going or whether you're staying. You just haven't said anything. And we can't be having that after signing so many unbelievable players. Like, can you imagine if we sign Isaac and we don't sign Guehi because we're still waiting on Konate? And then Konate drops a bombshell 2 months into the season. Oh, I'm off to Real Madrid. And then every single game he plays poorly, you'll then sit there going, well, he's clearly not with it, is he? He's clearly not interested. And then we have to do what? We have to play Joe Gomez. We have to play Joe Gomez. Or we have to try and integrate an 18-year-old into the team, when we can clearly just end it all now and get the direct replacement for Konate for next year now in Guehi. Get him in, move Konate off. We don't even have to question anything then because he'll be sold. And then Guehi can just hit the ground running, because so far he's been brilliant. He was brilliant in the Charity Shield and he was brilliant against Chelsea, his old club. And I mean it. If Kirk has had a wobble against his old club because he's playing against his old club. Mark Guehi played against a team that have been courting him for over a year and are in conversations to buy him, and he still played unbelievable. He still had a really good game. He had a really good game at Wembley. And then he had to play his old team, Chelsea, the game after, and he had another great game. Like this guy is solid. This guy is the one we want, and we will get him. But one's got to go. One has to go. One in, one out. I can't be having Guehi and Konate still hasn't done anything. Like, he still hasn't signed the contract. and then we're playing him, and he's all over the place, and then we're sat there going, well, is he? Well, is his mind on Real Madrid, or is he panicking because Guehi's there, or what? Like, he's not going to sign a new deal if we sign Guehi. That's just a fact. Canate will not sign a new deal if we sign Mark Guehi. So that has to be the writing on the wall. It has to be the writing on the wall. Anyway, let me know what you think in the chat. We need a stronger squad. I agree. I totally agree that I was jealous about their squads. And I understand that. But do we want to be having this conversation all the way through the season? Whether the guy's putting enough effort in, whether he's had his head turned. Like, it's a distraction that we don't need. It really is a distraction that we don't need. And I get that. Look, I totally get that. But if you've got Virgil, you've got Guehi, you've got Gomez, and you've got Leone, and then you potentially got Endo or Gravenberch if you need to. Like, that's a good team. That's 5. Because look, Endo's not going to get played in midfield much. He's not going to get much game time in midfield. So you've got 5 there. I think that's good. I think that's good. You think he leaves on a free next season? I don't think we let him go on a free. I don't see it. I'll tell you why I don't see it. Okay, I'll show you why I don't see it. Why I don't see him leaving on a free. Okay, this is why I don't see him leaving on a free. Simple as this. That's the reason why I don't see him leaving on a free. Hayach is because Richard Hughes is about making money, and he agreed the 25 million sale of Ben Doak to Bournemouth. He's only made 10 senior appearances, and he cost us 600,000 from Celtic. Like, it's 25 million bags. Like, it's just an unbelievable piece of business, and I don't see anything different in what he could do with Canate. I just don't see anything different. I could just see him going, you know what? Let's get 40, 50 million for him. Let's get 40, 50 million for him, and let's literally take, I don't know, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich to the cleaners, even Barcelona. Let's get one of these guys involved and see what they think. And if Chelsea come knocking for Canate and he's interested in a move, then we rinse them. We rinse them for 60, 70 million. We rinse them. So if he goes, he's going for what we want. He's going for the money that we demand. And look, I just don't think he's an Arnie Slot defender. It's Arnie Slot's team now. He plays a different style. He's starting to look at different football. He's got his players. His players are different from the players that he sold. They are. Like there's nothing about Ekitike that is anything like Nunes. There's nothing about him that's like them. Wirtz is nothing like a Diaz or a Harvey Elliott or any of those players. He's nothing like them. Kirkes is a little bit like Robbo, got to be honest. He's a little bit like Robbo. And then Frimpong. Frimpong's not like Trent. He's not like Trent. There's no one really like Trent, to be honest. But you just look at the signings. They're just not those type of players. And Guehi isn't like Canate. He's not like Canate. He's more like Virgil. So you're looking at players that are suited for the system that Slot wants to play this season. Canate just doesn't fit it. He just doesn't look like he fits that system. It's the reason why we got rid of Quansah. Quansah's a little bit rash. Quansah's a guy that is a bit gung-ho, runs out of position a lot. And that's probably the reason why we moved him on, because do we really want to be trying to turn him into something different when he's really not going to get that many games? And then 35 million drops, and we're like, I'll see you later. Same with Ben Doak. Are we really going to do anything with Ben Doak to change him? and then 25 million drops, and you're like, it's got to be done. It's just, I just don't feel he's the centre back that Slot wants. I just don't feel he is. And at the end of the day, he made the best out of a bad situation last season. He got rid of Quansah while he just started playing, and shifted Konate in. Konate was great, and then obviously when Konate got injured, you've then got the likes of Joe Gomez came in. I think Joe Gomez could be a decent defender for Arnie Slot, but he's just not fit enough. So that's unfortunate. So what else have I got for you on the on some of the player updates? So a new one for you on Visser is new development on the Visser move is expected today, with Isaac's future directly linked to this. If Visser does not happen, the chances of Isaac going reduce dramatically. Liverpool are watching closely, as per Craig Hope. But Newcastle are fine with Visser going on strike. Like Newcastle are going to pay that 60 million, obviously, because that's what he's valued at. You know, Isaac's valued at 150 million, and Liverpool are scumbags because they don't pay it. So obviously they're not going to do that, are they? Like they're not going to kick off about 60 million valuation, are they? Craig Hope again, Isaac's future directly to any striker coming in or not. Visser has been seen as the banker for a few weeks, which is why Newcastle have waited. If Visser does not happen, the chances of Isaac going reduce dramatically. Liverpool are watching closely. This could be a moment for Liverpool if Arnie Slot and Richard Hughes get it over the line. It keeps on crashing. I don't know why. So I'm just going to remove that. I'm just going to post up something else. 2 secs. Bit more about Newcastle from James Pearce. Alexander Isak would be the ideal addition to Slot's current forward line. There is no indication yet that Liverpool are exploring alternative targets. So it does look like it's 2 in. It does look like it's Mark Guehi and it's Alexander Isak, and that is it. Like, and I know maybe you want more, but I just feel like that's probably it. Like, I think that would be the completion, and I think it's the best transfer window in history if we get both. I mean, I just think it is. So a couple of things I wanted to show you is so far the transfer window spend. So we've spent the most money in 291 million. Like that is the most money anyone spent. Okay, we can't get around that. That is what we've spent. Yeah, but we've received 188 million. That's how much we've received. It's ridiculous. Like the amount that we've recouped. It's ridiculous. Fulham haven't spent a bean. Palace haven't spent a bean. Aston Villa really haven't spent anything. Wolves haven't really spent anything. Brighton haven't really spent anything. West Ham haven't really spent anything either. Leeds haven't really spent much. Everton haven't really spent much. I find it really interesting that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams that have all gone over 100 million. All gone over 100 million. And there's only 2 teams that have gone over 200 million. But the interesting thing is those 2 teams have got 188 million back and 205 million back, which is just fantastic. business. But then you got Manchester United with nearly 200 million spent and nothing in the bank. Nothing. Arsenal, nearly 200 million spent, nothing in the bank. Nothing in the bank. Whinge all you want about Liverpool buying the league. You're the fuckers who've bought the league because you haven't made any money back. So you have literally bought the league. You've spent 150 million more than us. And so have Arsenal. Manchester United and Arsenal have spent nearly 150 million more than us. So stick it in your pipe and smoke it. Because you're the ones that are buying the league. Because you're not doing any business the opposite way. Also wanted to bring this up as well, by the way, and I apologise if I kind of got a bit carried away yesterday with the Cody talk. But the guy's got more Premier League goals than Leroy Sané has at Manchester City already. Okay? Cody Gakpo has now overtaken Leroy Sané for all-time Premier League goals scored. I'm just putting it out there. Look, there's a lot of people that don't like Cody and don't think he does enough and all of these other things, yeah? And I'm just going to give you just a little bit of information around Cody, okay? Just a couple of things. Just a couple of things. So when you watch the game, you might want to see that the guys won the same amount of duels as defenders. You might want to just look at that. You might want to just see that. He doesn't do enough. No, he doesn't do enough, does he? Cody has already won 12 duels in one game. 12 duels. Virgil van Dijk won 13. Okay, just little couple of things. Just a couple of things, yeah? And you might want to keep an eye on that list. You might want to keep an eye on that list for Cody because he's going to continue to be high on that list. Because Cody does the work off the ball as well. But you don't notice it because he doesn't do the tricks and the flicks. And that's the reason why. You don't notice it. A couple of other things I wanted to just point out as well. And these two I think are quite important. So there's this one about Isaac. Fabrizio, in recent weeks, Newcastle in recent weeks, I've always tried to approach Alexander Isak and always tried to say, are you sure there is not one single way to continue together? They've even offered a new contract with a record salary from the club, but also with an exit clause for the player to go in 2026. Alexander Isak is again saying no chance. He has no intentions to change his mind. Only Liverpool Football Club. Newcastle need a replacement. We know the Johan Visser situation at Brentford. Brentford are still blocking Visser, but Newcastle remain confident on receiving the green light and then look for a proper number 9 before giving the green light for Isak. Everything that Newcastle United are doing, they're accusing us of doing, and we are not. Like, you are fucking hypocrites. You're okay with Visser going on strike, and you're also okay with lowballing them with 25 million, and you're okay with upheaving everything that Brentford are doing, because Brentford haven't got a striker, literally haven't got a striker, because Mbeumo got sold as well. But you're cool with that. You're cool with that, Newcastle fans. That's all right with you. That's fine. That's absolutely fine for Johan Visser to go on strike and do all of that stuff. That's fine. absolutely fine with that. But when your own player does it, oh no, that's really bad. No, he can't do it. Absolute, utter shitbags, the lot of yous. Absolute shitbags, the lot of yous. And if I hear another Newcastle United YouTuber talk about Diogo Jota being the same situation as Alexander Isak leaving Newcastle, go and take a fucking running jump off a fucking bridge. Because we won't cry for you. The absolute shithousery coming from some of those content creators' mouths about going, well, Newcastle players are going to feel a little bit like Liverpool players because they lost Jota. What? It's nothing like it. It's absolutely nothing like it because the player's still fucking alive. The player's still alive. The player hasn't died. The player hasn't disappeared forever. He's just down the road at Liverpool, and you can make a phone call to him, and you can probably see him on the telly, or you can go and play against him. You absolute shitheads and shithousery from some of you lot is shameful, absolutely shameful. And I can't believe I actually witnessed it, and it's happened on a number of occasions now. Like, it's happened on a number of occasions. And they can sit there and go, oh, he's forced to move and Newcastle want to keep him and we wouldn't do that to our players. Oh, hang on a minute. Do you remember Andy Carroll who came to Liverpool? Well, guess what? Andy Carroll didn't want to leave Newcastle. Newcastle forced him out because they wanted the money. So go and look at your own history. Go and look at what you've done to your own players before you start pointing fingers and accusing us of things that didn't happen. We are perfectly entitled to offer you money for a player during the transfer window. It's absolutely legal because it's called the fucking transfer window. That's the whole point in it. The whole point in the transfer window is for players to transfer to other clubs. And if we want to bid 110 million for your star striker, guess what? We can. We can. And if your star striker turns around and goes, you know what? I want to go to Liverpool because you're a small club and they're a big club. And then for you to turn around and say, it's the same as Jota. What the... I'm done. I'm going to erase the word Newcastle out of all of my vocabulary. And I hope you lose all your players. I hope Liverpool bid against every single player you try for the next 10 years just to fucking piss you off. Just to make sure you don't buy anyone else. Just to make sure that the money you get for Isak can't be spent again. And I hope we do it over and over again. Over and over again. And I don't care how shit the player is. Because you sign shit players. I don't care. Put them in our reserves. Loan them out. I don't care. But Liverpool buy them. Keep on buying them to piss Newcastle off and make sure they don't get any replacements. And I hope you get relegated. I hope you get relegated. And I hope you enjoy some of the players that you signed. Because remember what Anthony Gordon did. He aggravated for remove. But you're fine with him. You're fine with him coming to you, aren't you? That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Andy Gordon can come to us because he aggregated for a move. Oh, did Harvey Barnes do that as well? Oh, yes, he did. Oh, did Liver Morento? Oh, yes, he did. Oh, this is a common theme. This is a common theme. Fucking scumbags. Okay, let's move on. Evil K-Mac. Oh, that would be amazing. Would that not be amazing? Bid for Bruno. Take Bruno and and Isaac off them. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That would be amazing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What else have we got next? I got loads of. Oh, look at this. Look at the boys. Look at these boys here. Look at these lads. Look at these lads. 11 minutes ago. Who else have we got? We got quite a few of them. Gravenberch. I actually don't think Gravenberch or Kirkes won the Young Player of the Year award, because it was this lad. It was Morgan Rogers that won the PFA Young Player of the Year. He had 30 goal contributions throughout his season. He had a really good season. Like it's hard to really say that he didn't, because he did. He had a really good season. Morgan Rogers was really good. Mo's there. I think Mo is probably going to win it, isn't he? I mean, if he doesn't, then you really do have to ask the question, like, what do you need to do? Max there as well. I mean, these are just going for the vibes, aren't they? Because they know they're not going to win. I think Virgil's there as well. I've got a picture of Virgil somewhere. I've got a picture of Virgil there. 2 seconds. Let me just find it. Where's Virgil? Oh, I haven't got a picture of Virgil there. Sorry. Never mind. I also wanted to put a couple of other things up as well. So, Rio Gigamo is now classed as a first team player for LFC, training full time with the senior team, and now being integrated into Arnie Slot's squad ahead of his contract extension. Expect some appearances from Rio soon. So he's now been completely integrated into the first team. There's a couple of other things as well which I wanted to point out. This one here. So it looks like Bournemouth have got their striker, Ami Aldi. So that means he goes to Bournemouth. The guy from Bournemouth, Otara, goes to Brentford, and then when Newcastle decide that they're going to pay the money that they should pay for Wissa, then Wissa goes to Newcastle, and then obviously Isaac comes to Liverpool. And there's a lot of reporting that's basically saying that Isaac's going to be done after the Newcastle game. I also wanted to show you the previous PFA awards. So Foden won it, then Haaland, then Salah, then De Bruyne, then Virgil van Dijk, then Salah, then Canate, then Mahrez, then Hazard. If Salah wins it again, then he then becomes the player who's won it the most, like since 2014. So he'd won it 3 times, which is unbelievable. Like, it really is unbelievable. I mean, will there be another player that could win it that many times after Mo? Three times? I don't know. Also, Ipswich Town have had a loan bid rejected for shithouseries, Lewis Miley. So that's been rejected. So they're obviously trying to keep some of their players for obvious reasons. What else have I got? This one was interesting as well. I'm going to bring this up on the big screen. Hang on. I'm just going to bring you guys in here, and then I'm just going to make that bigger. So the man who abused Antonio Semenyo has been banned from every football stadium in the UK, reports. The conditions include a ban on attending any regulated football match in the UK and not going within 1 mile of a designated football stadium. I mean, not being able to go 1 mile within a football stadium is mental. Like, but he's been conditionally bailed, which means he actually got arrested for aggravated public order offence. So that's good news. It's good news. Justice took place there. Justice took place, which is good. Going off on the Anfield sector. Okay, what have I missed? What have I missed? Oh, Alexander Isak on Instagram. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. I can't see nothing. It doesn't actually open. Does that open? No, that doesn't open either. Okay. Right. Okay. The really interesting thing about this, which I'm going to show you now, is this story. This story got dropped by IndyColor. Like, IndyColor dropped this story. So, Isak, 54 seconds ago, I'm proud to be recognised by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League Team of the Season. First and foremost, I would like to thank my teammates and everyone at Shithousery United who has supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight with everything going on. It didn't feel right to be there. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. The silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now. And why change is just the best interest for everyone, not just myself. My God, that is an absolute indictment on that team. That is a full-on indictment on that team. That is a real bomber. You're absolutely right. Like, he has the receipts. And it's crazy because IndyColor has said all of this. IndyColor has been on top of this from day one. IndyColor's the one that said that Alex has the receipts. Like, broken promises, told things that never happened, promised things that never occurred. Like, they're in the mud. He is going. 100%. Alias, you've been with me all the way on the Isak train, mate. You've been with me all the way on the Isak train. And I think we're going to see it all the way to the station. All the way to the station. Man has basically said, let me go. Like, let me go. He's literally told the world. He's told the world that Newcastle are lying fucking scumbags. All of them. Lying scumbags from the internally, total mouthpiece. All of it. All of it. India's Isak's agent. It's coming. He's coming. Pause. Anyway, what else have I got for you? I got more stuff for you. Okay, so shall we talk about Ekatike and Isak? Shall we talk about the pair of them together? Yeah? Because there's a lot of people that are saying, well, hang on a minute. We can't get both. Like, we can't play both, can we? Okay, so let's have a little look at Hugo Ekatike this season. Yeah? So, 71 minutes against Palace. scored a goal. 0.55 expected goals. So half a chance and a finish. Yeah, that's how difficult that XG goal was. 3 shots in that game, 1 shot on target, no assists, no chances created, 25 touches, and 4 touches in the opponent's box. Hugo Ekitike had a really good game against Crystal Palace. We know that. Next game, Bournemouth. Similar amount of minutes played, 72 minutes. 1 goal. Expected goals, 1.14. 4 shots, 2 on target. Improvement. Can you see that? Improvement. The more games he plays, the better he gets. Improvement. And he got an assist. And he created 2 chances. And he had more touches. Still the same amount of touches in the box. We see where we're going. This is a player that will improve. This is a player that is already playing well. And he's already come out and said, I can do better. Love it. Now let's have a little look at Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike side by side at the same age of what they've done now, okay? This is before the age of 23, okay? So this is Isak and Ekitike side by side. Because you can't judge Ekitike on what Isak's done after the age of 23, because that's not fair. Because Hugo Ekitike isn't the same age as Isak, so you have to judge them on what they've done together at the age that we signed him. Yeah, they are a carbon copy of each other. If anything, Hugo Ekitike is better, which is wild. So 99 appearances for Ekitike, 113 for Isak. 32 goals for Ekitike, 35 for Isak. 181 minutes per goal for Ekitike, 186 minutes per goal for Isak. 215 shots, Ekitike, 214 shots for Isak. 14.9 shot conversion ratio for Ekitike, 16.4 for Isak. 424 touches in the box, 439 touches in the box. 17 assists for Ekitike. 17 assists in 99 appearances and 32 goals is really good. And you've got that for Reims, PSG, and Eintracht Frankfurt. That's really good. Alexander Isak's got his for Dortmund. Sorry, IAK Gothenburg or someone like that. I can't remember who he played for, but he played for a Swedish team when he was 17. So you've got that team, you've got Dortmund, then you've got Real Sociedad, and you haven't got Newcastle because he didn't do that at Newcastle because he got sold to Newcastle when he was 23. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, I think Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards and the scouts and the committee have done an absolute madness here, because I genuinely believe we have a player that's basically Isak light. Like he's Isak light. Like Isak is a better player than Ekitike right now in the Premier League. He is. He's proven. He's done it over and over again. Okay, we know how good he is, but he's Isak light. Like, you take Isak out the team and you put Ekitike on, you're not dropping much. You're dropping 10%, maybe only 5%. Like, I don't think you're having a huge drop off. And this is the problem we've had at Liverpool for a number of years. You take off your main striker, and the drop off is so severe that you don't perform like you're supposed to, which means if there's whatever reason you can't play your main striker in a cup final or an important game, then we don't score the goals, or we create a bag full of chances and we have to rely on Mo Salah. And if Mo Salah's not turning up, maybe no one does. But to have Isaac and Ekatike, if you're not playing Isaac because he needs a rest, there's no difference. You've still got the same type of play. You've still got the same elements in brain, in IQ, in movement, in what you do on the pitch. Everything is still similar. You've still got the continuity there. And that is unbelievable to have. Like, Liverpool are doing dynasty type stuff now. To go from those to look at the longevity and to look at future proofing all over the pitch. Liverpool aren't looking at getting a league next season. They're looking at getting a league for the next 5 years. And they're looking at taking Champions Leagues with them. If Liverpool sign Guehi and Isaac, they are going for a double or a treble. They're going for a double or a treble, and I'm not talking a baby double. I'm talking the big double. I'm talking about the Premier League and the Champions League. And you might be able to even throw a cup in there. Because if you're playing Chiesa, because he's not going, then you've also got another player that can basically be on Minamino. Liverpool are doing some unbelievable stuff. Liverpool are acting like the club that, guess what, Michael Edwards always wanted us to be. That's what Liverpool are doing. They are doing what Michael Edwards wanted. Like, this is the blueprint that Michael Edwards wanted Liverpool to go down. This is always what he's wanted. This has always been the plan, but he's never been able to implement it. He's never been able to implement it. As soon as Michael Edwards was director of football, Edwards was looking at all of these players. He was looking at your next Leones and your next Rio Gigamoas. He was looking at them because we were linked with all of these players, but we just didn't get them done because there wasn't joined up departments. And we know this because Ian Graham's wrote a book on it. And there's been so much rift and so much back and forth and not being able to decide on who's the best person for the club. The best person for the club was always Michael Edwards, by the looks of it. It's always been Michael Edwards. The whole point in the academy was to produce one or two players every couple of years that can break into the first team eventually. That's always been the point in the academy to him, and the rest of it was to buy players, generate money off them, and sell them for big fees. What have we just done for the last 2 years? All we've done is bought players for cheap, sold them for megabucks. Bought them for cheap, sold them for megabucks. That's what we've done. That's the whole point in your academy. That's what Chelsea, that's what Manchester City, that's what the likes of Juventus, AC Milan, Real Madrid's, Barcelona's, all of these clubs do. But you don't see it because we don't follow them. And you don't look at the amount of churn that these clubs have behind the scenes. Mark Guehi left Chelsea to sign for Crystal Palace for 20 million quid. Nobody even knew who he was. He came from Chelsea reserves and went straight into Crystal Palace's first team. Manchester City sold James Trafford for 15 million to Burnley. He went straight from the Manchester City reserves straight into Burnley's first team. Same with Lavia. Same with Foden. Same with Cole Palmer. Same with Liam Delap. This is exactly what Liverpool should have been doing years ago, but we weren't allowed to do it because somebody wanted to keep the old players around. Someone didn't want to refresh the team. Somebody didn't want to use the academy for the way it's supposed to be used and decided they were going to start playing the players all the time. And then what are we in? We're in a situation where everybody expects all our academy players to be the next Xavi. Like everybody's talking about Jaden Dance like he's going to be the next Robbie Fowler. No, he's not. No, he isn't going to be the next Robbie Fowler. What he's going to be a decent player. And we're probably going to make 15, 20 million off him. And that's what's happened with Ben Doak. And that's what's happened with Tyler Morton. That's what's going to happen with Harvey Elliott. That's what's happened with Quansah. That's what's happened with Queven Gallagher. That's what's happened with all of these players. We're going to make money off them. Seth Vanderberg, Fabio Carvalho, Stefan Baccetic is going to be the same. Bobby Clark. You know, all of these players, they're all going to be decent players in the future, but we're just going to make money off them because they're not good enough to be Liverpool players. Rio Gigamoa might be a Liverpool player in the future. We don't know. Or we might end up being like Ben Doak, where we sign him on minimal money and we sell him for 20, 30 million in a couple of years. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we are still signing the creme de la creme and we're going after your Verts, your Isaacs, your up-and-coming Ekateke's, your up-and-coming Frimpongs, your up-and-coming Kirkezes, your up-and-coming Leonis. That's what we're doing. Maybe next season we go and get Adam Morton. Maybe next season we go and get Belieber. I don't know. Maybe we go and get Camavinga. I have no idea what we do next season. But this is the way the club should have been ran years ago. And now we have the man in charge and he's putting his stamp on it. And he's doing what needed to be done. And I know it's happened really quickly, and I get it. But we couldn't have a better manager to deal with churn. Because this is what Arne Slot has done in every club he's been to. A huge amount of churn, lots of players in, lots of players out, and he's managed to go and win leagues and cups. And now he's at Liverpool. And you know what? If you want to blitz 500 million and sell 300 million's worth, fucking do it. Do it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Do it. But for our fans to be whinging because we're not signing Adam Wharton and to be whinging because we haven't signed this guy or that guy is absolutely mental. It's mental. As Mo Salah won. Yes, lad. Yes, lad. He's won. Hang on, let me just share the screen. 2 seconds. I hope you like that. I hope you like that, what I brought up on the screen, because it's a great bit of information around Isaac and Ekatike. Let me share the screen. Right, where is it? Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing. Salah, la, 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 Egyptian king. Yes. That's it. Three awards he's won. 3 awards. 3 awards he's won. That's more than Kevin De Bruyne, who's won 2. That's going to be really difficult for anyone to get near that. It's going to be really difficult to get near that, I'm telling you. To be able to get 3 awards is really difficult. The next person who's on 1, who could potentially get to 2, maybe 3 in the future, is Erling Haaland. I need to look at that. Hang on. Hang on. I know I can't sing. No. I know I can't sing. I'm going to have a look at that now, mate. I'm going to have a look at that now. Bear with me. Bear with me. Also, I'm going to share the screen here as well because Fabrizio Romano's literally just posted. 2 seconds. Let me just stop sharing. Let me share that. Where is it? This one here. Fabrizio Romano's just done one right now. So Alexander Isak makes his move, and it was always clear since July he only wants Liverpool. He doesn't even want to discuss any other option with Newcastle, and never considered Al Hilal, despite reports. Liverpool Football Club. I think this one's going to be done. I'd absolutely love us to get him before the Newcastle game. I would absolutely love us to get him before the Newcastle game. That would be so cool. Let me have a look at Keith Downey. Some analysis today's game. What's he wrote? Yeah, this is three days ago. What's Keith Downey? Alexander Isak says he cannot continue at Newcastle United because promises have been broken and trust is lost. Well, you know that. Like, you absolutely know that. Like, this is 100% something that everybody knows about. This is something that everybody knows about. They all know. They all know about. Hang on 2 seconds. No, that was yesterday. I can't find the post. I'm sorry. That you've just talked about. Yeah, I can't find the post. But what I can find now is I can find a picture of the next James Bond. Hang on. Here's a photo of the next James Bond. So there's a photo of the next James Bond. That's like a sneak peek press review there. You won't see that anywhere. Exclusive on this channel. That's a sneak photo of the next James Bond. I saw Keith post on LFC transfer ring. Let me have a look. LFC transfer ring. No, I haven't. No, I can't see it. I mean, I can see free Isaac. Yeah, but that's nothing. No, I can't see it. Wow, 6 Liverpool players. I've got to show you this. I have to show you this. This is unreal, by the way. I can't remember the last time this. I can't remember the last time this happened in the Premier League. 6 Liverpool players. Okay, let's just let that sink in. Yeah, 6 Liverpool players in the team of the season. I mean, that's unreal. Like, that is unreal. Like, seriously. Like, so you've got Kirkes, you've got Gabriel, Saliba, Virgil van Dijk. Like, I'm not really sure where the right back is. Like, surely there should be a right back, shouldn't there? And you've got Declan Rice, Mo Salah, Alexis McAllister. Why does Alexis McAllister look like Jamie Phillips? Is it just me? Or does Alexis McAllister look like Jamie Phillips? I've got to send this picture to Jamie Phillips. Hang on, I'm just taking a picture of this. I'm going to send this to Jamie. I know, Virgil's a monster, isn't he? He's an absolute monster. And I also forgot to call out Grav and Birch. I'm really sorry, Grav. I missed you out. Chris Woods looks like he's just... Chris Woods Chris Woods looks like that reporter in America who does all the conspiracy stuff. What's his name? Who's that reporter who does all the conspiracy stuff in America? Oh, he looks like him. I can't remember his name. And then who's the other guy? Who's the guy next to Chris Woods? I don't even know who he is. Is that Tiesto? Is that the DJ Tiesto? Is that the DJ Tiesto in the background next to Chris Woods? I'm totally confused. I am totally confused. Alex Jones. No, not Alex Jones. Not Alex Jones. It's another guy who does like so he basically gets like people to talk to people to get information out of them, and then releases it on his network. I'm trying to think what he's called, but he looks like him. But yeah, I mean, oh, it's Sells, Matt Sells. Okay, I thought it was Tiesto, Joe Rogan. Anyway, has there ever been 6 players from one team in the PFA team of the season? Can someone find that out? Can someone try and find that out? Because I want to know whether that's a real thing. Whether there's ever been 6 players from one team in the team of the season award. I want to know that. So geeks, get on it, please. I'm also just going to double check to see how many likes this video's had. There's 190 of you watching now. There has been 112 likes. Yeah, we're good with that. Yep, we're good with that. That's all good with me. Any new subscribers? Oh, lots of new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. 193 of you. There's 190 people in here. If I can get 7 more subscribers, I will hit 1,800 live. Can we do that? Can we get 7 new subscribers live and we can hit 1,800 live on camera? Can we do that, please? I don't ask for much. Like, I don't ask for memberships. I don't ask anyone to do that kind of stuff, okay? But if I can get 7 subscribers on here now, I can hit 1,800, which is a goal that I wanted for the end of July. But if I could do it today, that would be amazing. There's 200 of you in here. There's 6 LFC players in the PFA Player of the Team season. I know. It's unbelievable. I'm wondering whether it's ever been done before. Come on, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Let's do 1,800 live on this show now. 7 people. Oh my God, I'm nearly there. Come on. 3 more. 3 more. Come on, you legends. And can you please let me know if you subscribe in the chat? Because I want to personally thank the 1,800 person. 2 more. 2 more. You can do it. You can do it, gang. This will be amazing to hit 1,800 live tonight. This will be amazing. Honestly, you'd absolutely make my week after having some ridiculous amount of dental work done. I had to go to the dentist 4 times. And the first time I went, the guy gave me 5 needles and I still could feel him drilling. So I had to get him to stop. 1 more. Big up, Pat. Big up, Pat. Thank you so much for subscribing. I need 1 more to hit 1,800. Come on. 1 more. 1 more. Come on, you legends. 1 more. Whoever hits that subscribe, please let me know in the chat. Yes. Who was that? Who's just hit the subscribe? Can you let me know in the chat? Who just hit it? Did you, Aliez? Aliez, did you just hit it? Did you just subscribe? Were you my 1,800 subscriber? Aliez, if you were my 1,800 subscriber, can you let me know in the chat whether you just subscribed right now? Can you let me know whether you subscribed? Aliez. Absolute legends. Absolute legends. Thank you so much. That's made my night. Thanks so much, mate. Thank you so much. 1,800. So I'm saying this right now on the channel, okay? Yeah, let's do it. I don't care. Okay, so when I hit 2,000 subscribers, when I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to randomly pick one of my subscribers out, and I'm going to send you it's random, okay? It's really random, but I'm going to send you it, okay? It was you. Brilliant. Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks a lot. Absolute legend. Thanks a lot. So when I hit 2,000 subscribers, this is because I will think you're amazing. When I was on the pitch at Anfield, I found a burst balloon on the pitch. So you do understand that was a balloon that was celebrated on the pitch after we won the Premier League. So I'm going to send a random subscriber. I'll reach out to you like randomly, and I'll get your address, and I'm going to send you the balloon, the burst balloon, and also some of the confetti that was on the pitch as well. Okay, that's my little give to my subscribers. As soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers, that's something that I'm going to do. Okay, that's exactly how I feel about you lot. Like pure, organic, amazing that this channel has been able to do that. 1,800 subscribers, and I've got nearly 400 members. Like, I can't thank you enough. It's been amazing. The journey's been brilliant. Let me see what else has just been posted, because there's a lot of stuff that's just popped up. Let me just double check. No, okay. Indy's been unbelievable, by the way. Like, Indy's come out with some incredible stuff. Newcastle officials are furious with Alexander Isak's statement. He needs to be sold. It's embarrassing for everyone concerned. Leonardo Trossard is staying at Arsenal. Arsenal fans have gone into meltdown. Oh, by the way, before I go, does anybody want to see some funnies? Do you want to see some funnies before I go? Couple of memes? Is anyone interested in a couple of memes? Give me a thumbs up. Would you like to see a couple of memes before I go? 10 minutes. Got 10 minutes of funny memes. Shall we do it? Shall we do it? 10 minutes of funny memes. And if anyone wants to drop some memberships, then feel free to drop some memberships. Feel free to get us over 400. That will be amazing. That will be another amazing show. If anyone wants to drop some memberships, I'm here for you. And all the members would love, all the people would love to be members as well. There's 1,800 of you. So let's do some funny memes before we go, okay? Right. Let's end on some comedy. Some comedy. There's a couple of other things I wanted to cover, but we'll do it tomorrow. Do we like this one? Do we like this one? Give us a thumbs up if you like this one. When you realise the Club World Cup might be a Tin Pot pre-season trophy. I quite like that one. I quite like that one. On the Chelsea bandwagon, fell into the João Pedro pre-season FPL hype again. Who put him in their dream team, by the way? Did anybody put João Pedro in their Premier League team? Did anybody put him in their Premier League team? João Pedro. Let me know. Let me know if anyone put João Pedro in their FPL team. Because actually, I'm going to show you my FPL team. Does anybody want to see my FPL team? Because this is who I put in my team. And I got 71 points. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. That's my FPL team. Can you see? So I'll explain who's in my team. Yeah, I managed to squeeze all of them in, by the way. So I've got Mo Salah, I've got Florian Wirtz, I've got Saka, I've got Estavio, I've got Erling Haaland, and I've got Hugo Ekitike. And it really doesn't matter who else I've got. It really doesn't matter who else I've got on the team. But I have got Rondon, Ronaldo, and Konsa in defence, which doesn't really matter, but they're there. And then I've also got Traore, Soler, Croupier, Estavo, Dubravka, and Queven Gallagher in goal. 71 points, first game of the season, and I made Erling Haaland my captain. But he got me 26 points, so I can't complain. I really can't complain. You got 71 as well, 77 as well. Big up, big up. Also, big up, James, for the memberships. Thanks a lot, mate. Really appreciate it. And you're one of the first as well, mate. One of the first members as well. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Thanks, James. Really appreciate it. Right, what else have we got? Let's do a couple more funnies before we head out. What about this one? Should we keep on the Chelsea? Chelsea FC. Last year, Chelsea is delighted to announce Nicholas Jackson has signed a 2-year contract extension until 2033. Sorry, 2033. There's 94 months left on this deal. And now they want to get rid of him. And we complain about our contracts. Like, seriously? And this one is amazing. Thomas Frank on losing to PSG. The manager who won a trophy got sacked. I don't want to make the same mistake. brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. That's world class. That is world class, that, you ask me. And then you got this. Romero has never lost a final, by the way. Romero has lost a final. And this one is class. Have a look at this one. Vancouver, Mexico, New York, Rio de Janeiro, Cheltenham, Oslo, Cape Town. Who do we think we are? Cheltenham Town. Cheltenham Town, global kickoff for all the people who want to watch the game who are in Singapore and wherever. Like, oh, that is amazing. I think that is so funny. That's so funny. What else have we got? This one here as well. One for the Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans always claim the hardest done by team. Also, Arsenal fans actually rank the easiest done by in an official report. Oh my God. Absolutely love it. And before we head off, one more thing. Where is it? One more thing before we head off. Is here's this one. Hang on. Let me remove that. Let me remove that. Let me show you that. I've got to go big screen on this one. 2 seconds. This is before we head off, and I want to do a deep dive into this as well in the future. Okay, but this is something that I'm definitely looking to get into. We can go into this analysis. This will be something that I'll cover in the future, but I will be looking at the 2024-2025 season and how that's played out compared to last season, because you know for a fact everything that Arne Slot does this year round is going to be compared to last year, who wasn't his team. So everything is going to be microanalyzed. But if you want to just analyze the Bournemouth game, for example, Bournemouth 4-2, Bournemouth 3-0, 2.44. Sorry, 1 point. Hang on, where is it? Sorry, just missed it. 1.47 xG for 3 goals, 1.57 for 4 goals. That's already an improvement. Yeah. And I know we conceded 2 goals. I totally get that. Yeah. Totally get we conceded 2 goals. But that's what we're looking at. Yeah. That's what we're looking at. 1.57 XG against. Sorry. In that game, 1.47, and they didn't score. So I just want to put it down there that last season, Bournemouth had chances, but they didn't score. That's the difference. Bournemouth had 1.47 XG to score last season at Anfield, and they didn't. That game could have been 3-2. Are we seeing the similarities? Yeah, but we're scoring more goals. Look, 2.44, we got 3. 2.33, we got 4. Numbers are better. Numbers are better already. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But Bournemouth gave us a good game last season as well, but they just didn't score. But they had enough chances to score. That's all I'm saying. But we can analyse this every match review. We will analyse this. Okay, so we'll go over this every match review. Hope you've all enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the deep dive on Isaac and Ekatike. And I hope you enjoyed the rant, because I do love a rant. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. Thank you so much for the 1,800 subscribers. You're absolute legends. And also thank you so much for the memberships tonight. Over 400 members now. Like, really, really impressive stuff, that, like, really is. I'm so happy to have such an organic following. Obviously, it's Tuesday, so I'm not going to do a member show until Sunday, as always. But what I will do is I will do a show tomorrow, a show afterwards, and then obviously we'll then look into a match preview again for the upcoming game, Newcastle away. So we can have a look at that. Once again, go and check out Match Bingo. QR code's there in the chat. It's on the screen now. Give it a scan, give it a whirl, see how you get on. Let me know if you win or not. But I am out of here, and I am going to forward you on to another show that's live now. Let me see who's live. Don is live. Football Terrace is live. Who else is live? I'm going to send you on to Don now, who's probably going to ring. Yeah, he's probably going to rinse. A couple of people that are on there now. He's got a Manchester City guy, he's got a Chelsea guy, and he's also got a gal. So he's probably going to rinse a gal now. So go and watch that now. I'm just going to forward you on now. 2 seconds. Where is it, Don? Let me save that now. Yep, go and hit Kmack Raid, and I will see you all tomorrow. You all take care. Good night. Bye-bye.